Hello, it's Dr. Shelle Watts. I'm the founder of MBA Admit.com. It's always wonderful to be back with the GMAT Club. Today, we're beginning our EMBA Admissions Success mini webinar series. This is episode 1, EMBA, what is it? Is it right for you? Before delving into today's topic, just a bit about our company. MBA Admit has been offering admissions advising for over 30 years. One of the most unique things about our company is that you can opt to work one-to-one directly with me, the founder. I'm a graduate of Harvard and Oxford with Harvard admissions experience. And you'll find that we have some of the best pricing around. We've had success with all of the top MBA and EMBA programs. Our company actually predates most of these top EMBA programs, so we've seen all of them from year one, and we understand very in great detail the nuances of each of them and what it takes to maximize your odds of getting into these programs. If you want to hear our take about the strength of your candidacy and how you might fare, feel free to send your resume in to us at info@mbaadmit.com, or you can fill out the profile evaluation form on our homepage. So what is an Executive MBA or EMBA? EMBA programs are Master of Business Administration programs that target older candidates. So these are candidates who have more work experience than a typical full-time MBA student. A typical EMBA student may have 6 years or more. Sometimes you see 13, 20, 25 years of work experience. Folks at that stage of their career, whether 6 years out or 20 years out, typically don't want to stop working and relocate, which is why these programs have grown up. They've been structured so that you don't have to stop working or relocate. A main concern that some people have, though, they ask, well, what will my degree say? Is it going to say EMBA? Actually, no, it's going to most definitely say MBA. The EMBA is simply the route to the MBA degree. So which top business schools offer EMBA programs? Well, you'll find that these days, most of the very top business schools offer EMBA programs, both in the United States and abroad in Europe and Asia. So you have a lot to choose from. The main difference between an EMBA and an MBA is really how it's delivered. You'll find that the curriculums have stayed very broad. For most of them, they cover the business fundamentals from marketing to finance in a core curriculum. And then they also offer electives to allow you to deep dive in areas like entrepreneurship, finance, and healthcare. But it's the delivery that has changed and been adapted for the candidate and the student that will continue to work and may have a family. So you'll see a variety of structures among the different programs. Some of them will do one long weekend a month, just once a month, the rest virtual. Some will do every third weekend, some every other weekend, some every weekend. There are a minority that do a 1 week long block once a month. And then there are also a very small number that are almost all virtual. There are a lot of benefits to the EMBA. One of the most important for people, the prestige and branding. They want credibility and greater influence and believe that if they get the stamp of a great institution like Wharton or Columbia or Haas, then it's going to give them credibility. There's a lot of great truth to that. They will also pick up new skills and knowledge. You'll also gain a great network for exchanging ideas, seeking jobs, securing funding. Many people find that either during or right after the program, they either have a salary increase or a promotion or both. Sometimes employers are willing to pay. They see it as part of your development, professional development. And then many of these top programs don't require you to take a standardized test like MIT and Kellogg. For other schools like Columbia and Wharton, you have the option to take the executive assessment, which is much easier than the GMAT and GRE. So for those that do require a standardized test, usually the executive assessment is an easier standardized test that you can take if you're going to go for the executive MBA route. And then finally, a benefit of the EMBA is that some of you did not actually blossom in college or even in your early professional years, you blossomed later. Well, the EMBA gives you that second chance to build a great academic record and then get the stamp of a wonderful institution that perhaps you didn't have the opportunity to do earlier in your life, but now your professional success can open that door. So one of the main things I hear is either am I too young or am I too old for an EMBA? There's actually a variety of ages. The typical ages are 27 to 55. So someone in their 20s is not necessarily too young. In fact, we've helped people as young as 25 to get into these top EMBA programs. You'll also find that you don't need a title like director, and that sometimes people with very junior sounding titles like project manager are able to get into some of the most elite and top EMBA programs. It's all a matter of what are you doing with your application? Did you convey your great work experience through the essays and the recommendations? In your 50s, other people worry about, have I aged out of this? Some people come to me with a wonderful company that they've established. It's multi-million dollars, and they're asking, will the school think I don't need this education? Again, it's all, what are you doing with the application? How are you conveying what it is that you need from the school and what you can contribute as well? And so many top schools are looking for and courting older, more seasoned executives. So make sure to take a look at some of those. Non-traditional candidates, yes, they would love to have you as well. The schools all want a very diverse cohort. So doctor, engineer, teacher, they will all welcome your application. But one thing you have to do is make sure that your application is very business relevant so that they understand that if they choose you to be a student, other people will learn from you. Certainly you can learn from the MBA program, but another question is, will others learn from you? And so as a non-traditional candidate, make sure that you convey all that you have to give in business relevant ways so that you are very attractive to the schools. And then finally, career changers. Many people wonder, can they use the Executive MBA to change careers? What we have found is that yes, it can be a very effective tool for pivoting your career. You'll get new marketable skills and knowledge. You'll also get access to career services that can facilitate contact with recruiters as well as well-placed alumni members. We've actually seen some pretty major career changes as candidates do the Executive MBA. So if you're a career changer, it could help you in your quest to pivot your career. Well, we have some additional mini webinars coming up that will give you a sense of some really important topics. So feel free to join us. We will keep you updated on our website as to when they're going to air. The next one up is about overcoming a low GPA. The next one after that, tips for engineers and tech candidates. And then following that, tips for reapplicants. So thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.